You're doing it, man.
Amigos del Extra Base, aquí estamos en nuestro Spring Training de nuestra cobertura del World Baseball Classic 2026. Y aquí tenemos un invitado muy especial, Sir Leon Voigt from the Netherlands. He's going to be talking to us about how important it is, the game in the Netherlands, his experience in the World Baseball Classic, and what he thinks about the team. How's it going, Leon?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Domingo?
Absolutely great. Leon, first of all, tell me how important it is baseball for the Netherlands, or honkball, like they call it back home.
Yeah, it's honkball. It's a really big. It's growing in popularity definitely in Europe and all through Holland, especially. It's one of they usually win the European Championships almost every time. Them in Italy, so it's definitely the top producer of talent, I would say, in Holland. And the continued success of the Dutch national team has really stemmed that, I think, and they put a lot of effort and funds, and they have academies as well throughout the country, which is definitely developmentally the way to do it. And,
Absolutely. And Leon, and obviously the importance of baseball in the Netherlands is so important that you were actually knighted when you guys won the Worlds, which not a lot of people actually know that the Netherlands was actually world champion in baseball. Can you tell me about that experience and how that made you feel in terms of that importance and actually being knighted?
That was pretty neat. Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure what was happening. We were in the legislature in Holland after we were having our celebration. And it was, they said, yeah, you're going to be named to the order of the Queen Beatrix of Holland. Like, what? No, that was really neat. Yeah, it's a cool thing to say. It's, it's just a title, but it's also a really good memory as well. We had quite the team. We went on a run where I think we only lost one game in 3 weeks through that whole tournament. We beat all kinds of talented teams, including Cuba in the finals 2-1. Everybody on our team did something to help during that tournament. It's kind of one of those teams, and we really gelled. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's a key thing that you actually mentioned, the world team. And I want to ask you, not only your experience in the World Baseball Classic, you were part of 2 major upsets of beating Cuba and beating the Dominican Republic when they were the favorites, but also, can you tell me why the Netherlands is such a hard team to beat in the short tournaments?
They prepare pretty well because the national team, a lot of the guys actually play in the Dutch league, which is the honkbal hoofdklasse, is what it's called. And so probably about half the team is coming out of that league, and they practice twice a week, all year long. And not many countries can have their actual national teams practice year long. So there's lots more polish, I would say, to the baseball that comes out of Holland. And they match up with a bunch of big leaguers on this roster, so they have, in baseball you never know. It's 9 innings, right? Anything can happen, and that's what's happened for us a few times. And we were able to back it up a few times too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to ask you, striking out Jose Bautista, having Ken Jansen behind the plate, yes, that closer for the Angels. He was the catcher for Mr. Leon in the final game. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, he was a force back there. It was amazing having a catcher with just an absolute laser for an arm. Like, didn't have to worry about holding base runners, which really kind of helps as a relief pitcher. Kind of just focus more on your pitches. And he was very instrumental in our wins, obviously, especially the 9th inning when I
caught stealing. Yeah,
caught stealing Tavares at third base there right before Jose got struck out, or 2 batters before. Anyways, he was. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. And last but not least, and I know you're a busy guy, Leon, can you tell me what do you think about the chances of the Netherlands actually on this World Baseball Classic? They're going to be very in tough with Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, Israel, and Nicaragua in that Pool D, the World Baseball Classic in Miami.
You never know, man. They have a good team. They have a good core. They have a bunch of big leaguers now, which is not what we had in 2009 and 2013. We had a few, but now there's several, and they're pretty big names, and I think they might be able to put up some runs, and if their pitching staff can do enough, just keep it under 5 runs and score 6 runs kind of thing, you're good, right? You never know with baseball.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you very much, Leon, and you heard it from him. Never underestimate the Netherlands. They're always there, and key thing for the small tournaments, I know, they win the small games, and then you'll be just fine, right?
That's right. You got to win every pitch, win every inning. I know it's cliche, but it's true.
Absolutely. Bueno, ya lo escucharon. Toda el repertorio que tiene el equipo del Países Bajos para este el grupo D, que estará basado desde Miami. Y bueno, sigan nuestra cobertura en el extra base de este World Baseball Classic 2026. All right.